influence people because we're going to build the trust through our relationships, and we're going to end up having great results all the time. I influence every chance I get. Don't ever miss an opportunity to influence, to take every opportunity of it, okay? So here's what influence. You've heard me say it. I hope you hear it in your sleep tonight. Influence is leadership. Leadership is influence. Our influence with others is usually not in all areas. That's a great point to make. You need to identify where you can influence people. I can influence people in safety, health, and environmental. I'm not that great at influencing people on accounting or anything like that. In fact, you know what? I can't influence a lot of people on my beliefs, my political views. We can talk about it, but you know what? That's not where I'm at. That's not where I need to be. With influence comes responsibility, which simply means you're going to follow up and you're going to do what you say you're going to do. One of the biggest deals. My influence with others is either negative or positive. One thing that I talk about a lot with new safety people is the right attitude determines if you're going to be successful. Your attitude will determine your altitude. That's kind of goofy, I know. But you know what? The right attitude will take you up the ladder. One thing that I hear said about me a lot, and I just hear, I'm very in tune with what people think sometimes. But in the field, one thing that I hear a lot about is no matter what the situation is, I have a good attitude about it. I have fun when I'm out there. I will encourage people. I try to be a happy guy all the time. Even when it's bad, I try to be happy. Because people need to know that their leader can be counted on. They can encourage them. They can make them successful. So positive or negative, man, this is critical. Because a negative influence can have a detrimental effect on your company. Our influence can grow, there's no doubt. I even tell people in my leadership classes that you have a leadership lid. You have a level that you can lead, whether it's a 2 or a 10, all right? Everybody can be a leader. You have a level, you have to grow that level. And you grow that level through influence. And people of positive influence add value to others. I try to show people I can add value to them. I have worked hard to show people I can add value to them. Because there were 2 jobs where I apparently didn't show people I could add value, and they showed me the door. One of those jobs was in 2008, and it was probably the best job I've ever had in my career. I know for a fact it was the most money I ever had. My bonus at that job was 110% of my base salary. It was incredible. My base salary was good. No, it was awesome. I didn't know what to do with all that money. But I can tell you something, I saw it go away real fast. Real fast. And so let me tell you, you add value. You have to show where you can add that value. Going to go through these real quick. I wish I could have came up with one more to have 10 so it would look like it's something. But influence and ways that influence people is to nurture them. Let them know you care. You hear them. Hey, we're good. Faith, have faith in people. My wife and I were having this conversation 2 days ago. And basically she said, you know, Dennis, I was talking about somebody. They're just whatever. She's like, sometimes I don't know about you. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you don't trust anybody. You don't have faith in anybody. So Marlene, I'm an ex-prison girl. I have faith. I trust people. I think they're good people when they prove they're good people. She's like, I don't do it that way. I think everybody's good, and until they prove me wrong. I said, you're true, you're right. And, that's not the way I was brought up. But you know what? Have faith in people. Let them know that you know they can do it. I love to tell new mechanics out there, before they even prove themselves as something, you know what? You're going to get your 3-month raise. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to double it because you're going to be the best mechanic we got. Some of them proved to be right, some of them not so much. But they know. They know that I have faith in them. So listen to people. Wow, if there's anything you can get as a professional, as a safety professional especially, is to listen to people. And I'm not going to go through on what you listen, but basically pay attention to what they have to say. Focus in on what they're saying. Like I said earlier, learn to identify what they're not saying. Understand people. Understand where they come from. We're learning to build influence. If people know I know where they've been, people know that I understand what they've been through, then I can help them, right? Enlarge yourself, enlarge people, grow yourself. I said it earlier, continuing education is crucial. When you get in business into a company for students, if you're currently being the ASSE is awesome. I think the ASSE throughout my career has helped me probably more than any single thing out there. Number one, mostly because of the networking that I could build out of it. I will tell you that the job I'm in now in VP probably wouldn't happen, but I had a great mentor by the name of Mark Hansen, a great guy that I went to church with for 25 years in Houston, that just took me under his wing as a professional after I graduated from high school. Now that was a long time ago, but from college, and has grown me like you wouldn't believe. And he convinced the CEO that I worked for that I was the man that needed to be in this position. He had a great amount of influence on people, still does. He's incredible.
Is he still working?
He works down in Dallas. Works for
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
yeah, he's the past national president of ASSE, great guy, written a couple of books. But anyway, you know what? He told me you got to grow yourself, because if you don't grow yourself, you're not going to grow people. If you can't grow people, you can't influence them. And so I think that's the way we do it. We grow it, and then we grow an organization. I love the HR function that I'm in now, because I have the opportunity to see people succeed and help them succeed, whatever I can do with them. You learn to navigate with people. There's a law in the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. The law, I think it's law number 6, or law number 8 is navigate. A leader knows where he wants to go. Have a vision for what you want to accomplish. One thing I tried to encourage you with the beginning was know what you want to be in life, as a professional. Know what kind of job you want to look at. Have a vision of where you want to be in a year, 3 years, 5 years. Learn how to navigate through things. People will know. If you know where you're going and you can steer the ship, then you can lead people. No doubt. Learn to connect. We spent a lot of time on that. Empower people. Encourage them. Give them the opportunity. I loved working for Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, which I guess is Edie's Grand Ice Cream up here. Great company to work for. Should still be there, but I gained 40 pounds working on it. Their rule was you couldn't take ice cream home, but you could eat all the ice cream you wanted at the plant. You know what I had for lunch for 2.5 years? Ice cream, man, it was awesome. But you know what? They had a set of 10 things they went by called grooves, and that's how they ran their culture they implemented in their company. One of the grooves was ready, fire, aim, meaning that you just get ready, know what you want to do, go do it, and if you need to, you make corrections. And I encourage everybody that I work with to do the same thing. And if you know it, go do it. If it's not 100% accurate, that's okay. We'll make it right. We'll do what we have to. You know, get out there and do it. 80% of the leaders attract followers, so you need to learn to reproduce people. My goal is that this guy that I hired, Jay Smith, will take my job in 3 years. That's my goal. Hopefully in 3 years we sold the company. I'm a rich man, and he can have it. And I'll be like him, fishing and hunting all the time. You know? Learn to reproduce what that leadership's all about. Man, make people successful. I get so many people get so afraid that you're gonna know more than them, that they don't wanna work with you. They may say they're gonna work with you, but they'll hide certain things from you. Man, look, in the safety business, it's not going away. There's more jobs out there now than any time I've seen in a long time. I hope you see that as seniors, because they're out there.
They see it.
They're not?
They see it.
Oh, okay, good. Maybe I wish I was like a sophomore right now, man, going back to school.